It's been the home of the Chiefs since 1972. The field at Arrowhead. For the right to represent the AFC in this year's Super Bowl. Off we go on EA Sports. He'll start at the 4. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Yellow.
And he'll get ahead for about 3 on the first play from scrimmage. Second and 7.
Ripley. Yellow.
Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. That's hot. It's Xavier Worthy. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
His first catch here in this AFC title game, and it's a first down.
Yellow.
Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but they're going to mark him inside the 10-yard line.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Yellow.
Tight end going in motion here. A run on 1st and goal. Some room to run as he takes it down to the 2-yard line. Second and goal.
Yellow.
They'll try to run this one in. Trying to push the pile forward. He didn't even get to the 1-yard line. They stop him short. No gain. Once more from the 2. 3rd and goal. They'll run. And that big offensive line. Clearing space. He's in. Touchdown, Chiefs. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
Seven 7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. And he's going to bring it out from the middle of the end zone. And he will only be able to muster the 20-yard line on that return. So they come to the line for first down and 10. They'll send a tight end in motion. And he's going to be marked down up around the 33.
This is how you draw up your opening possession when you're on the road. The longer the drive goes, the quieter the crowd gets. Continue to mix in that run game. Let's see if they can finish off by putting this ball in the end zone.
Herbert now on first down. Open man, the tight end, straight down the field. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player.
Set. Ready.
Herbert now on first down. That's complete. It's Ladd McConkey. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. But think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often. So that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
And he's going to be taken down. This opening drive, it has been a work of art. Now, can they put the finishing touches on? It's first and goal. This defense back up, but stepping up. No gain on the play. It stays at the 3.
The size, the speed, and the strength of this defensive tackle was on full display, Mike. He defeats the block, strikes the ball carrier at the line of scrimmage. He's able to bring him down, keep it to no gain.
We'll go again from the 3. It is second and goal. They'll send him over to the left. He'll try the jet sweep to the left. And he will win the race to the pylon. He's in. Ladd McConkey. Touchdown Chargers. Cameron Dicker, the kicker for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Chargers come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. First and 10.
43! 40! Fire down these two! Fire down these two! Right side!
They'll begin here on the ground. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down.
Yellow! 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 Right side!
From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. Oh, in trouble. Down he goes.
A loss of 5 brings up third down and 12.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's third and long.
Right side!
Now, Mahomes. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And he'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the first down. So it's going to bring up fourth down. And the Chiefs will punt the ball away. This brought in out past the 20. And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. On first down, Herbert. Pass complete. That's Kadarius Toney. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45.
Well, the run after catch is certainly nice, and they're definitely going to take it. But watch the savviness of the route running. Certain guys just have a better feel for running these slant routes than others, and it's a nice result.
On first and 10, here's Herbert. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. Looking for his tight end on the corner route. He's got it. And he is taken down. A big gain on that one. Great way for them to end this opening quarter. So a quarter in the books in the AFC Championship. Pair of sevens on the scoreboard. We'll be back in Kansas City after this. Ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's first and 10. Herbert to the air again. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Try again. It's second and 10. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. And he'll take this ahead for a gain of about 5, and here comes third down. Throwing now is Herbert. He pulls it in around the 5. He is in. Touchdown, Los Angeles.
And that was just a great drive, really from start to finish. The play caller just really finding his rhythm, mix in pass, but really everything they did, the entire possession worked to perfection. You can sustain the drives like that and come away with touchdowns. Man, that goes a long way towards establishing your identity for the rest of this game.
After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. The dangerous Mecole Hardman on the return. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Travel start on the ground. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. Here's second and 2.
Yellow.
They'll stick with him again. And he's going to be stopped in his tracks. He'll lose a couple of yards on that one.
Second and 2, you're thinking, I got 2 downs to get 2 yards. How hard can that be? Well, against this defense, it turns out to be a big challenge. They take you back for a loss at 2, and now you find yourself on third down.
Yellow.
Here's a third down and 4.
Hey, ribble it.
They put a receiver in motion to the left. Third and short. Here's Patrick. He's got his man. He finds Worthy. 10 yards the gain on the pitch and catch. And the Chiefs have a first down.
Yellow.
First down. First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
They bring the tight end in motion.
Right side.
They'll run it on the inside handoff. Running room hard to come by as he'll get ahead for a yard. Junior Colson there to make the stop.
Brings up second and 9.
Here we go. Shot.
Here's second and 9.
Hey, Sunday, on Sunday, on Sunday, on Sunday.
And they'll take this down inside the 35.
We've seen this trend throughout the league, Mike. Offensively, everyone wants to have depth at the running back position. Yeah, it's great to have one guy, but if you can have 2 or 3 that can all come in and contribute on the ground, that's the goal, and we're seeing it here.
First down throw, Mahomes, and he will not get away. Terrific open field tackle, gets him down behind the line.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped, and that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league, and it results in a negative play.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. Play fake. Now it's Mahomes. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
An 11-yard loss on the play. Brings up third down.
Work to do following the sack. It is third and long. They send the tight end in motion. He's going to take a shot down the field. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down.
Doesn't get much better than that. Had he gotten there just a little bit earlier, he probably draws the flag a little late, and it's probably a touchdown.
This fielded at his own 1. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10.
Set.
Tony, the man in motion.
Set.
Throwing on first down is Herbert. That's complete left side to Tony. And he's going to be taken down up around the 24-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
A tight end in motion now. And he'll give up the middle. And he'll get forward for a couple.
Let's go.
Nick Bolton, the linebacker,
5-9.
there for the stop. Herbert. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
He dives, and what a catch! for the first down. That's good for 11 and a first down.
You just love to see this effort, especially on third down. You understand, you want to keep this possession alive. You have to do everything in your power sometimes to bail out your quarterback, and it's exactly what he does here, and it brings up a fresh set of downs.
He'll get in behind his blockers, get forward for a pickup of 3. Leo Chenal, the linebacker, there for the tackle. They face second down and 7. Throwing, Herbert. Got a man, downfield, it's Tony. And he is out of bounds, but not until he's inside the 40-yard line. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down. Play action now. It's Herbert. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points.
To the goal line and in. Touchdown, L.A.
You know, Mike, at this level, not all touchdowns are created equal. There's some plays that result in touchdowns, and then there are touchdown strikes. And this one is the latter. I mean, you talk about a confidently thrown ball on the money downfield. It doesn't get a lot better than this, and his receiver is able to take it in for 6.